scattered showers and 40% chance of rain, and I'll be goddamned if it did not rain. And look, I got the old FP. Sorry, I switched them out to the Federals last night, and yeah, Federals, no bueno in water. It just struggles. So I just mainly survived. Got a little early. I tried cutting it. You see the water was everywhere. I'm hoping that the track should be dry now. It hasn't rained now for like an hour, so I'm hoping the next session change from slow going where everybody and their grandma was getting by me to maybe hauling some ass, pass a person, or maybe I don't know. We'll see. Oh, finally it's dry. Now here's my problem. Going out there, see the front row there? There's actually two rows. There's the front row you see right there, and then there's the second row that I'm second in, which is back here, which is, it's a separation between TT guys and HPDE guys. Now, the problem is they're trying, and unfortunately I literally forgot to go pick up my lap timer this morning from the NASA office, because they wanted to, I talked to Matt on Wednesday, and he was like, let's get a timer on you so then we can grid you accordingly, which I'm all for, because that makes the perfect sense. But I didn't go in and get it, and then I thought, well, the weather was so crappy. When I got there, it was just raining, and I knew it was just gonna be horrible in the first session. So yeah, I was in no real hurry to get it, because I know there was gonna be no good lap times, and the first session was completely horrible, and it was everything in my power to keep from wadding the car. You know, the Federals just don't like the wet weather at all. But luckily it dried out, and the second session was beautiful, as you can see here. But now the problem is I'm gonna catch those TT guys, and I'm really paranoid about pissing them off, because yes, I'm faster than a bunch of the guys, but it's, you know, hey, horsepower rules, you know what I mean? And they have cornering, but West Side's still pretty much it's a horsepower track. I mean, it's got some pretty fast sections and sweepers. I mean, those poor Miatas, they literally come out of turn one and just hold it to the boards all the way until the back hairpin. Like, they don't have to worry about shit. They just to the boards. So, and that's all they have. So I have more speed, I catch them. So I'm trying to, this first lap, you can see I'm really holding back. I'm really holding back. Like, I don't want to just dive bomb people and piss them off. So I'm trying to be real careful about how I pass them, to try to disrupt them the least amount. And the black BMW there, he's kind of hesitant a little bit too. They're all about warming their tires up, which to me, the weird thing is like the first 3 laps is like the grippiest my tires are. They feel great the first 3 laps, and after that they start to feel a little sketchy, especially under power, just because they're just so skinny, you know. Not much of a traction pad. I mean, that Miata you see right in front of there has the same size tires as I do. In fact, he probably is running 235 width, which are bigger. But so grip is essential. So finally, the BMW, I'm kind of waiting for him to start going through the group, is like this sacrificial lamb. Cause I'm like, well, if he goes through there and pisses everybody off, then it's a real big deal if I do. And so once he went, then I started to go, okay, I'll go through it. And then I caught right back up to him again. And he signaled me a couple times, like he was expecting me to pass him. And I was on the fence. Plain and simple, I just was like, I was fine with hanging back a little bit. So I didn't get too crazy. And then finally I was like, all right, I've been playing around here long enough. I'm just gonna go by him and shot by him on the straightaway. Should be coming up here. But yeah, so all in all, the day was pretty good. I'm glad it finally dried out, and the rain came back again for the last session. And I peaced out, man. I was just like, I'm out. Jumped in the car. I just drove home because yeah, it was no fun in the morning, and it's gonna be no fun in the afternoon. But yeah, all in all, the day was great. The crazy thing about the car is I took the car in and we changed out the gear oil, rear end oil, tranny, engine, right? Nothing too spectacular, but I had switched over the last time I changed out the transmission to that Synchro 2 stuff, and same with their rear end gear oil, and I got it from Ultimate Performance. There's Ben right there in his Miata. If you guys are beginning to NASA weekend, Ben runs like the beginner classes. So if you're a first time at the NASA, he's the guy. And yeah, I didn't want to dive bomb him up the inside in turn 1. And I tell you what, one thing about Ben here, real quick, is I hang with him, right? He's trying everything in his power to drop me. He's just literally just holding it to the boards the whole way. He's not letting off. Until I finally get by him. And you're going to see this Miata spun out here. And it kind of threw me off a little bit. So I braked a little early. And Ben obviously does not want to give up his good lap time he's trying to get. He literally is coming up the inside of me. And I just on the gas and I kind of pulled away, but then he's just on me for probably till we got to the front straight. Once we got to the front straight, I hammered down and I gapped him, and then after that I just slowly pulled away. But yeah, it's pretty fun. That's one of the I kind of like that. It's fun running through Miatas because they go wide open. They don't have to worry. Oh, I see that? That was a nice kick out there that I did not expect. Kind of surprised me that it gave up that fast, that quickly. No warning whatsoever. But yeah, so I changed the gear oil and the tranny oil, and it looked awesome. Like, I was like blown away with how well that Synchro 2 stuff works. I mean, it was unreal. Full synthetic, but I just couldn't believe how well it held up. It looked brand new, but we switched it out, and it was all good to go. And yeah, it was just pretty decent times. Times were those tires. I tell you what, the Federal 201s, they never cease to amaze me. Very consistent for a 225 width tire, and it was knocking out 48s every fucking lap. You'd look at my lap, and the first lap, which is their warm-up, would be like a 2 minute 50 something, and then right after that, the next lap, when everybody got going, boom, drops right down. It would be like 49, 48, 48, 48, 48, right on down the line. Every session, the dry ones, it was like that. And then I even squeezed off a 47. That was awesome. And I tell you what, one of my favorite things about running with these guys in HPDE TT here is you can be in traffic and still cut pretty dang decent lap times. That was the funny thing is, like, I was in traffic pretty much the whole second session, and yeah, I still managed to work 48s because everybody's just going that much faster. And it was a good time. I can't complain, and it makes me really optimistic on how well the Federal soft tires are going to be. A little wider too, so I'm going to have softer tires and wider tires for next year, not next weekend. The next weekend I'm going to run these, or I'm going to run the HPDE 8000s, one of the two. But yeah, these tires are awesome. They still look good. The tread is still, I haven't killed them yet. Yeah, the tires are just awesome. I can't complain. In fact, I would gladly buy another set. Wider, definitely wider, but for sure I'd buy another set. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything else that I'm trying to think of anything went haywire or crazy, but not really. Pretty easy day. Just passing me out most of the day. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Fun times again. Well, I will say this: the tail was it was constantly drifting and this and that, but it was predictable and pretty much fun. Besides the not one, but a couple where the back end gave out that I kind of didn't see coming. The rest I knew it was coming and when it started to slide, and it was no biggie. But yeah, pretty much it. Fun time.